What is up, y'all? Welcome to the one and the only, the Sneakers and the Statistics podcast, Sneaks and Stats, episode 21, coming at you. I am Julian.
And I am Sneaker Peter on the mic.
Sneaker Peter Onovich.
That's right.
No more.
I gave him the short version.
Cleater Peter, your street name.
Yeah, for sure.
Cleater Peter is gone. We're back to Sneaker Peter.
Sneaker Peter
has
that's
returned.
Right. Mm-hmm.
What do we got loaded up this week?
A great NBA player, point guard in his prime right now. His name is Damian Dame Dollar Lillard.
Yes.
It's not all in the middle of it.
I saw another nickname of his
Yeah.
on Basketball Reference.
What is it?
Sub-Zero.
Ooh. Whoa. How come I haven't heard of that?
I know.
That's amazing.
That's pretty sick, right?
What?
I guess it's because technically he's not Sub-Zero. He just is zero.
Is zero.
Yeah,
That's true.
so.
But he is cold.
Yeah, he is cold as hell.
He's a cold
And technically the zero to him is an O for
Mm-hmm.
Oakland. So.
And Ogden.
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing.
So.
But a great player that is one of the top. Would you put him in the top 10? That was one of my questions I was going to ask you. Do you see him as a top 10 player? I'm going to say yes.
Right now, he probably. I mean, his last season was pretty crazy. He averaged 33 points a game, man.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah, I think something close to that. At least 30. Can't remember if him or Joel ended up leading the league last year, but
yeah,
he's probably in the top 10. He's approaching the back half of his career, but
yes.
Guys like him and Steph and Clay, as long as they can stay healthy, they'll have long careers because shooters, you don't really lose that. Look at Vince Carter prolonged his career so much because he turned into a shooter.
He evolved into that.
And same with Korver and Mike Miller, they had really long careers based on just being good shooters. So
also not as taxing on your body.
Yeah.
Even though he is driving to the lane. No, he's
been explosive.
Yes.
We talked about this a little bit. Probably one of our favorite players in the NBA.
Oh yeah.
And we'll see how that changes, honestly, because I liked that he had stayed loyal to Portland and was trying to make it work. I get why he's frustrated, but yeah, I would be bummed if he left, to be honest. And right now, as far as I have heard from all the podcasts and news people, there's no traction on any trades right now. Miami is his only preferred destination, as some of you guys may know, but the Blazers don't like the offer that they've been getting from Miami. So right now, that trade is pretty much dead in the water. Supposedly, there was a rumor he wasn't going to show up for training camp.
That's what I was going to say, too. That's what I saw last.
But I heard that I guess there's a clause in the players' contracts that if you don't show up for any team-related activities, mandated, like training camp, for 30 days, you not only don't have your contract guaranteed anymore, you can't enter free agency, period. So you could potentially never play again. And it's not just in the NBA. Yeah. They won't let you go play in another foreign league for money. It's a really strict clause.
Really interesting that you bring that up because in the age of player empowerment, it's interesting to see when the NBA will finally put their foot down on this, or see how far the players could take this up until the NBA finally sets a rule in front of it. Right, and that's crazy that you bring that up because I've never even heard of that.
I hadn't heard of that.
You will not enter free agency. That's wild, dude.
Anyway, it's you can't go play in Turkey. You can't go play in China.
Basically, you can't
you're
get
done
a job.
Playing.
Yes.
You can play in the Drew League. You can play in semi-pro leagues, and that's it. But I think that's been around for a while. It's just it never happens. It's never been an issue. Right now, it's being brought up not only for Dame, even though Dame plays ball. Dame is a very by the books kind of guy where he
and you don't want to say all of this is coming from him directly, right?
No, but it's also this is aimed at Harden right now, who said I'm not coming to training camp. Yeah, but everyone's kind of you're coming to training camp,
whether you like it.
You're not gonna miss out on all that money
exactly,
or a chance to play and earn more money.
Yes.
So it's kind of interesting. I think the Ben Simmons situation a few years ago, he reported for training camp and then reported that he had an injury, which maybe he did, maybe he didn't at the time. He obviously has had some very real injuries since then, but that's kind of a way I think to go around that is to be like
I showed up.
Here I am. Oh, now I can't play until.
But I showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Weird.
Interesting.
It's just a weird time.
Weird
man.
situation. I wish this wasn't happening with Dame because such a cool. We'll get into a lot of his everything Dame in this episode, but man, such a cool player, such a crazy player.
Also known for he also makes music, so he's also a rapper. And a lot of NBA players would coin him as the best rapper in the league because there's a lot of rappers that make music.
A lot of wannabe rappers.
Yes, and I've heard some of his stuff. He's pretty good, not bad.
It's okay. Yeah. I don't really like his beats usually, but that's just me.
Yeah, he's more of like a commercial rap.
Yes, the beats sound very
not
microwave.
Yeah,
no,
microwave.
Meta World Peace put out a rap song after he won the championship.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I thought you were saying like now, like
no,
really?
not presently.
Okay. Yeah. So that was cool. I mean, we'll get into more of his career. Obviously, he added boxing into his training, which was a huge influence on the Dame 8, which we'll be talking about later.
Right, read about that, so that's cool.
Shout out to my homie Arpy, who unfortunately is no longer with us, who passed away at 21. He got me this jersey.
Oh, sick. And
I requested it, and he was like, I got you, bro, and he got it for me. So
dude,
shout out my boy.
That's definitely one that I would get, and it's nice. Portland usually has some pretty nice jerseys. Hard to go wrong with the colors.
We say it all the time. The red, black, and white colorway, you can't miss with that.
And it's nice because it doesn't remind me of like the Bulls. It's different.
It's the color patterns.
Yeah.
Right?
Very different.
Obviously the lettering and all that stuff is different too. But like Blazers was always top jersey for me.
Yeah.
They never miss. Even the ones that say Rip City.
Rip City.
Oh.
Which cool is that nickname came from a call during a Blazers game in the 70s.
Yeah.
They won at the buzzer and their announcer goes, Rip City! And
it
just stuck. And he's like, I don't know why I said it.
That's the meaning.
That's where it came from.
I always thought it was like a huge like
story,
from the land or something.
The land, the six, like they all have like a meaning.
The city.
Rip City.
Yeah.
The city, cool. I've never liked the city. Mainly because it's like, I don't like the Warriors.
Or the town. They have the town too, right?
Yeah.
Don't they?
But it's like, you're not the city. New York would be the city. But like.
And the back says, that never sleeps. It continues. It's all long. It's all long. Like, can you take that out?
New York Knickerbockers in the city that never
sleeps. Mayor Giuliani.
Let's get into some shoes.
Man. So, cool
I'm actually
stuff.
in my shoes right now.
I'm actually in a pair of lows also. Julian.
We are in our shoes. Okay,
yes.
Episode done.
It's over. We haven't really spoke too much about Adidas, so also a good.
No, this is fun. Another modern shoe, which I like. It's very easy to find information. Yeah, so I'm happy about that.
At this point, Dame was drafted in 2012. We were talking about when he signed with Adidas. So basically, he's been with Adidas since he got drafted.
Yes.
At this point. Adidas' big athletes were Dwight Howard and Derrick.
Oh, I forgot.
Yes.
About the Dwight.
And Derrick Rose. And
I do remember those. Those are always cool.
And interestingly enough, Dwight Howard and Derrick Rose's shoes were not doing too well in terms of how Adidas was producing their shoes. So in terms of how well it was doing, it wasn't doing well in terms of sales. So as soon as they signed Dame and made the Dame 1, which came out February 6, 2015, it just blew up because of who Dame was.
Yeah. And it's interesting that you bring up that the Adidas like flagship shoes weren't doing very well because at that time, it kind of makes sense. You have still in the league in the 2011, 2012 years, you still have Kobe, who obviously his shoes are still the most popular. You have LeBron, who I feel like I heard so much about LeBron shoes in the early 2010s.
When are they not in the...
With the Heatles.
Yeah.
And KD was getting his first shoes. So that's
big ones. Big ones.
Stiff competition.
Yeah. And would you say from 2012 to when Dame came in, Derrick Rose is he was like on top.
Derrick Rose was everyone's favorite player because
it's been kind of long enough to where people don't really talk about it too much, but he was literally on the top of the league.
Youngest MVP ever.
Mm-hmm. Torching
and like
everybody.
deservingly so. And this is the thing that I remember about D Rose is that like he won MVP and he was crazy good, and then it was like, well, he still got this or that to work on. And then he came out and his 3-point shot got better. That was his biggest thing that he needed to work on, and it got better like every year. He was working so hard until those injuries messed him up pretty much. I mean, he's still a serviceable player, but he was on top of everything.
It was sad to see his legs kind of fail him.
Yeah,
and
that was tough.
But also really fun to see him bring those Bulls teams to life with the teams that they had. You know,
those Bulls teams were so crazy. Such a great.
Really well put together, man. Like
Derrick Rose, Ronnie Brewer,
Luol Deng,
Noah, and Taj Gibson. Dude, that front line is
amazing.
And I remember then they added Rip. They added Rip Hamilton one year, and I was like, oh, it's over.
Get buckets. Yeah, dude.
Because I was like, Ronnie Brewer was fine, but like to have Rip as your starting shooting guard.
So sick. Ooh. I know.
I think they even had Korver off the bench at one year.
Yeah.
That team was pretty nuts.
They were going for it.
Yeah, they had a real shot, but
yeah,
terrible luck.
And not to bounce off of Derrick Rose's injury and his history like that, but thankfully for Adidas that they were able to get Damian Lillard.
Yes.
A dude who played for Weber State. Not really talked about too much.
No, not really. He was kind of a surprise.
Not highly scouted, really. I remember in 2000 or around that time, I didn't really know too much about him at all, if anything.
Yeah, I didn't know anything when he got drafted.
In that draft, some notable players: 2012, Anthony Davis,
number 1 overall.
Bradley Beal, and one that always is talked about now because he talks about it every single time he gets a chance, Draymond Green. So, because he always talks about how
he was like 54.
All the people in front of me. I know the order. I know the number. He talks about it all the time.
Hey, whatever works.
You're a great player, man. But yeah,
clearly worked for him.
Yeah.
Now I have to correct you on something.
Yes.
You said the Dame one. Mm-hmm. At the time, they had a much worse name.
What was it?
This is the D Lillard one.
D Lillard one.
D Lillard. Okay. I'm so glad they changed it to Dame.
Thank you. Yeah, please.
Because when I was looking these up, I'm like, D Lillard. Dillard's? Like
Dillard?
The department store?
Yeah.
Terrible name.
Yeah.
And it says Dame on it. Why would you call it the D Lillard one?
So simple.
Yeah.
Dame, right?
These are kind of interesting. Mm-hmm. To me, they kind of look like a Jordan 2 a little bit.
They look like a Jordan 2. They almost look like a boot.
Yeah, they got a really high tongue too.
Yeah, and then you can see that it's modern because of it's like the sock liner.
Yeah,
but it's just so high up.
Yeah.
It's almost like when every player gets their first shoe. It's almost like this is like the template, kind of, right?
Yeah,
It seems like that's the feel for it. It's a good shoe. Designed by Robbie Fuller, a designer in Adidas, but he also had a team with him. And again, we released February 6th. The insole of each colorway of the Lillard one.
the Lillard one. I like that.
Has a rap lyric that he from one of his songs in each different colorway. So that's kind of like cool. His kind of touch. He was huge on the meaning of his shoe and like the story behind it.
Yeah.
So he had a huge influence on his shoes.
It's cool.
Being next to Robbie Fuller and designing this. So.
And this came out in his 3rd season. Mm-hmm. So he had already been kind of torching people because like that his rookie season was a crazy campaign. Mm-hmm. I think in his rookie year he has his first buzzer beater over the Rockets in the playoffs, which that team I think had Dwight and Harden in his first season. So that's a very cool play. Mm-hmm. And something that would come to define his career, that's for sure.
Yes, so that's one thing that we haven't said yet is he's known for his buzzer beaters.
Yes.
His games with a lot of points that he scored.
He has some colorways named after being a buzzer beater kind of player.
Yes, he does.
We'll get into that.
Mm-hmm. Some of his colorways on the one have a 0. The 0 to him represents Oakland and Ogden and which is where he came from.
Yeah.
So which is why he wears the 0. On some of the colorways of this shoe has a 0 on it with wings on around the 0, and the wings represent his family and friends, which he calls the Fly Guys. Whatever.
All right.
Yeah, cool. So again, a very family-oriented guy. Very into his family and friends and the meaning behind his shoe. This came out $105. Very not expensive at all.
Pretty reasonable.
Very doable. And the technology behind the shoe is pretty cool. They didn't use Boost technology, which is what Adidas is like famous for nowadays, and all their all their running shoes. It's an Adiprone cushioning, and it's made to make it springy and allows the wearer's feet to sit closer to the court, resulting in increased feel and responsiveness. So basically, he's like I would say his technology in his shoe is compared to like a Kyrie because of all the cutting and maneuvering,
being in control,
getting under the basket. So what's it called? What was I gonna say? There's basically 3 different types of technology. So there's a tech fit technology that hugs the foot. So that's what this is. The sock liner, and it holds the foot tightly for a customized fit. A sprint frame, which is throughout the shoe to keep it sturdy. And all 3 of these elements are or like a package of what his game is, which completes his shoe. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
All technologies are all patented by Adidas. All shoe companies have their own technologies.
Yeah.
But like this one, like I said, kind of similar to the technology in Kyrie's shoe.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're kind of like bouncing ideas.
I mean, there's only so much you can do, I guess.
I know,
at a
until
point.
it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So.
This is the first time he wore the D Lillard ones against the Clippers.
Those are dope.
In Portland. Yeah, they look better on foot. I wasn't.
Yes.
When I was looking at them, researching them yesterday, I wasn't super jazzed, but.
Great. I like the picture you chose because you put them up against a Hall of Famer.
Yes, 2 Hall of Famers, I would say.
Oh, easily.
And so this was January 14th, 2015. And the shoe was just announced the day before this.
Yeah.
And Lillard had 15 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 3 turnovers, and 3 fouls on 5 of 16 shooting. So not a crazy night for him, especially with what he can do.
Yeah. Wait, how many points again?
15.
Pedestrian.
Yes.
LaMarcus
Aldridge, though, had 37 points and 12 rebounds.
Let me add, he had some great teams.
Those first few Blazers teams were stacked.
Whoa. Yeah.
Super stacked.
Like a prime Batum.
Prime Aldridge. Maybe, I think he played with Joel Przybilla for a little bit.
Przybilla was there.
Robin Lopez was there when he was young. He got drafted with Myers Leonard, who wasn't really too great until like later in his career.
But did good, yeah.
I think he played at least 1 year with Brandon Roy. No, Brandon Roy was gone. But still, those teams were pretty crazy. Will Barton was there.
Oh, and Will Barton.
Wes Matthews. I forgot Wes Matthews was
And Will Barton and Wes Matthews at that time were really good.
J.J. Hickson was pretty good then.
Ooh.
Yeah, pretty good team.
Dude.
Yeah.
Forgot about J.J. Hickson.
They were in his second year. They were a 54 win team because that's when they got C.J. McCollum in Dame's sophomore season. So
he was
good.
He was able to take the Blazers to like a 1 seed, 2 seed, a couple of years. Not easy to do in the West.
Yeah. In the same game, Chris Paul had 23 points, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds with only 3 turnovers, and Jamal Crawford had 25 off the bench.
Damn.
Jay crossover.
This is the Lob City Clippers.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're full prime Lob City Clippers too.
Yeah.
Something kind of interesting that is probably not great for Dame is his numbers actually went down pretty significantly after his shoe came out. So I don't know if that's a nerves thing or if it's just tired after, halfway through the season.
Yeah.
But so his average before the shoe came out was 22 points per game, 4.8 rebounds, and 6.3 assists on 45% shooting.
Okay.
And then after the shoes came out, including this game, 19.9 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, 6.1 assists, 1 steal, 2.5 turnovers on 41% shooting. So everything dropped a little bit, with his shooting percentage dropping like a fair amount. So
if you were to choose, or if you were to think of what caused the dip, what do you think it would be?
Could be, I don't know. It might be
roll.
I want to think roll, because who else is there to compete? I don't know if it's just maybe it could have been an injury and allowed defense to focus more on him. You know, like I don't remember if LaMarcus Aldridge got injured or if there was a trade that upset him. But I mean, they ended up doing okay that season. 51-31, nothing crazy. They lost to Memphis in the first round. Yeah, I don't know.
And he's a couple years in. So he's
this is his 3rd season.
He's established already.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering because where he is now, he could easily average 30 points. So it's kind of like,
averaging under 20 for pretty much half a season is very weird.
Kind of weird for him, right? Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows what was going on at that time? And then I do have another color here. These ones are pretty cool. This is they called this the Rose City colorway for Portland. And this was against the Rockets. This was March 11th, 2015.
Another Hall of Famer in the picture.
Yes, Myers Leonard.
The trash talking Hall of Fame.
Yes, trash talking Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Dame had 14 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 turnovers, and 2 fouls on 5 of 16 shooting. So again, not great shooting. It's really the shooting.
I'm also
got in a shooting slump.
I'll give Patrick Beverley some credit for that, but
Pat Bev can get a little credit.
But yeah, that being said, he's the type of player where that with Pat being on him doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and this shoe was part of a Florist City.
Yes, I have that in here. Yeah, crazy.
And it was like they released this colorway for Dame as part of the Rose City for Portland, and then they did a cherry blossom colorway of John Wall's signature shoe on the other side. So
and then I think there's also a forestry colorway.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't see that.
So I wonder if that's part of that. I didn't see if it was, but
pretty cool. We talked about this a little bit, but like this was such a fun time in the league because of the guard combos. We talked about this before, but like John Wall and Bradley Beal, Clay and Steph, who obviously ended up winning a championship this season, and then Dame and CJ, man, it's pretty crazy combinations.
Where are you putting Reeves and D'Lo? Vincent or D'Lo, basically?
They're not at this level. I'll tell you that.
You hater.
Yeah, I guess so.
No,
I hate Austin Reeves because he looks like me. That could be me. That's me. That's me with an accent.
Ooh, there's a video right there.
There's some beef.
Yeah, there's a beef. Yeah. Are you my brother?
Son.
Yeah.
And then I have one more colorway here, and this is pretty cool.
Okay.
So they call this the yellow tape colorway. This was made by a fan. So Adidas had, I guess, a website at the time where you could customize any of their, I guess, basketball shoes called Mi Adidas.
Yeah.
And a fan customized this pair, and I don't know if it won a contest or if Dame just saw it and
cool idea though.
Got a pair for himself. The customized pairs went for $125, so a little bit more. But yeah, it's pretty sick. Can you imagine if you could customize like the Tatum or a LeBron? That would be insane if Nike let you do that.
And then he's gonna wear it one game.
That would be insane.
That's like a cool little thing in your life you'll never forget.
This was a better game. This was against the other guard tandem, Clay and Steph, and they ended up losing 108 to 122 on this was March 24th, 2015. Dame had a good game though.
Yeah.
29 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal and a block with 4 turnovers and just 1 foul. 9 of 21 shooting, so not great, but 6 of those were threes. So
got the buckets though.
Yeah.
Thank God. I was waiting for a beast stat line.
Yeah. There's gonna be more.
Yeah, we're getting there.
All of the Warriors starters were in double digits, so that hurts. And then Steph had 33 with 5 threes, and Iggy had 21 off the bench. So
sheesh.
That 2015 Warriors team,
that's kind of like the beginning of the Dynasty Warriors.
Yes.
Of the whole Splash Bro, era with
That's where it started. That was the season. Yeah.
The years where they started going to the finals all the time.
That was Steve Kerr's first year and first championship. So pretty good stats.
Pretty good stats.
Do you know who that is? I recognized him, but I'm like, oh, I don't know who that is. I looked it up right now.
Aaron Aflalo.
Yes. Nice.
But I know
totally forgot he was there.
Yes, I knew who that was. I did not remember he was on the Blazers.
No, I think of him on the Magic. And the Knicks.
Nuggets.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot he was on the Nuggets.
And UCLA.
Yes, UCLA.
Was he there with Jordan Farm? I think he was. I think that was the team.
He was.
And Josh Shipp.
He was drafted in 2007, so yeah, probably around that time. Darren Collison, maybe.
Crazy team.
Also, his first few years, I didn't know this. Detroit.
Who?
Aaron Aflalo. I did not know he played in Detroit.
Yeah, he moved around a little bit.
He moved around a fair amount. Kendrick has a song about him, so that's cool.
That's right. He does.
This is the last one I had for the one, though.
Okay.
These are fine. They look like, I think overall, pretty standard fare. Nothing like that I was like, oh, those are sick. Yeah. Or they don't look too bad either.
It's the shape.
Pretty standard shoe.
You know, it's the shape of the shoe that's kind of like, eh.
This one is a bigger for me. They did switch to Dame now, so this is the Dame 4.
I do like his logo.
Logo's nice. I don't like this shoe, man.
You don't like it? No. I like it.
I think it rounds too much at the front for me.
Yeah, it's getting to like that running shoe.
Yeah, it's doing that thing that you brought up about getting running shoe-esque. I like the lacing and the. I think that's a cool idea.
So the 4 basically was the first shoe of Dame's collection that they went away from all the fancy kind of like extravagant look. Because I guess the 1, 2, and 3 they kind of went with
the D Lillard 1, 2.
The D Lillard went they kind of went kind of like fancy looking out there color or whatever. And this is the first time they kind of they wanted to just kind of make it a little more subtle. The first of Dame's shoes that had the 3 stripes on the back on the side. They usually had it like all over or like showing a lot of the brand.
It's interesting because in his first shoe, it's actually I don't know where the 3 stripe is on his first shoe. When I was looking at it, I couldn't find it. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I wanted. He had a cool quote here for the 4, I believe. I think I screenshotted it.
Quick little facts on these. They came out on October 4th, 2017 for $115. And then on the back heel here, it has YKWTII.
Stands for, you know what time it is. I love the quote.
It's day and time.
Yeah, I love the quote, but I kind of don't like that you put all the letters in the back.
I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with it, but I don't know.
I feel like it was kind of that time, right? Like, I feel like Yeezys have a lot of like just kind of seemingly to me random letters on them, like a ton of letters on them. So
yeah, and it's kind of like it's kind of like when playoff players nowadays like a LeBron puts man in the arena.
Yeah.
In his shoe. When people write show up on their shoe. So that's kind of like it's permanently just on there. Kind of cool.
Did you find that quote?
Oh, that's for the 8, sorry.
Oh, it's for the 8. Okay, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Calm down, everyone. Damn.
This is also this is when I was bringing up reminds me of the Kyrie technology. There's a shoe, one of Kyrie's shoes looks exactly like this.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying they stole it or anything, but
similar players.
Very similar player. The sole on the bottom is exactly the same, and then the upper is kind of the same as Kyrie's too. Very, like the netting and all that. It's a trip. I don't know if you guys want to. We'll show you guys that later.
Yeah, we'll put that up.
The Dame 4 lace cables provide extra lockdown, while the outsole's traction pattern is covered in grooves that help with quick cuts to the hoop. So all this.
Yeah.
See the black netting under? Yeah. It's covered by the white material.
Very running shoe.
Yeah. But also cool as an upgrade in his shoes.
Yeah. I really like these little lace holder cable things that they got going. Those are cool.
I love that. And that's part of the running technology that they put on a lot of their shoes, right?
So I found the first time he laced these up, technically in an NBA game.
How do you like them on foot? You don't like them, huh?
I don't really like them. Okay, but do you notice something weird in this picture?
Yes. Nike socks.
I saw this.
Why? What's happening
So
there?
I downloaded all of these, and
It's because of the jerseys. Huh?
I guess that's the only thing I can think of. But like, I downloaded all these and I didn't notice it, and then I was putting our background on there, and I was like, "What the heck is that?"
Right.
I guess it must be some kind of weird uniform requirement.
Yeah. It has to be.
His first shoe, it's just NBA socks.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, who knows who made those? I'm sure it was probably Nike or Adidas, because Adidas, as you see on your jersey, used to make the jerseys and everything for the NBA. Kind of wish we went back to the NBA went back to them, because I just don't really like, at least for the Lakers. I don't like the Lakers jerseys, man.
Yeah.
Like that, the Lakers jersey is yellow. It's not gold anymore.
I know. I'm with you on that.
It's a shame.
A lot of people also don't like the fitting type of jersey.
No, yeah.
They love the loose fitting.
Yeah. Very
that's
weird.
where you are. That's where you're an OG, because you like the old. You're like Kobe. Kobe liked it baggy. Remember that?
Yeah. He had big jerseys. That's for sure. Mm-hmm. This was
so odd. Good find.
So
dude.
weird.
Really, really cool.
This was a preseason game against the Suns. Mm-hmm. And this is where Dame starts getting some crazy stats.
Okay, thank God.
This was October 3rd, 2017. Blazers ended up losing 112 to 114. Mm-hmm. Dame had 18 points, a rebound, 4 assists, 2 steals, and only 1 turnover on 8 of 15 shooting. But that doesn't sound crazy. He only played 15 minutes.
Yeah?
He got 18 points in 15 minutes.
So he was
going off.
He's getting his, and then I'm gonna sit down.
And then it was like, okay, we'll lose to the Suns, who were not very good.
Yeah, and it's preseason.
TJ Warren had a game high 24 points for the Suns. Mm-hmm. So pretty, fine. I did notice CJ played like 33 minutes, so he played a lot. Mm-hmm. They were trying to at least keep it competitive, I guess, for the hometown crowd.
Right.
And then the actual regular season debut, the black I like. Mm-hmm. Those are nice. Also, don't notice a Nike check on the socks, but
it does
maybe
look
it's
like
on the front.
Yeah, it does look like the compression socks though.
Yeah.
Of Nike.
But yeah, I would. He's wearing a Nike sleeve.
That is so weird.
It's
really weird now.
It must be an NBA contract thing. Or maybe it's changed since then.
Yeah.
I can't imagine Adidas is happy about that. But what do I know?
Yeah, a little weird to think about. But that black colorway is nice because of how fitting it is with the jersey. It fits perfectly with that jersey.
This was in Phoenix against the Suns.
Name that guy.
Eric Bledsoe. Yeah. Eric, I don't want to be here, Bledsoe.
And I loved him so much at one point.
Oh, dude.
He was so good at one point.
When he got traded to the Bucks, I think after this, I was like, oh, Giannis finally has a guy. And then I'm like,
and then nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Trade him for Drew Holiday. Quick.
Didn't work, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the freaking guy that fights everybody.
Who?
Marquise Chris.
Oh, is that Marquise Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, he was always trying to pick
fighting everybody.
Also, this team had super highly touted prospect Josh Jackson, who ended up also fighting people off the court, which is even worse because I think it was his girlfriend. So, pretty not good.
Yeah, which is interesting because you don't see Josh Jackson on.
No, he's done. He's out of the league. Yeah. So good riddance, I guess, because.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. Good.
Not great player, not great guy, apparently. Yeah. So this is the regular season debut. This was the first game of the season. Holy cow.
Let me guess.
His game is not super crazy, but as a whole, dude, what happened in this game?
You said 20-something. 22 points.
27 points.
Okay. 9 boards.
No.
Forget it.
5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. Okay. No turnovers. That's still good. Only 1 foul. 10 of 20 from the field. Mm-hmm. The Blazers scored 124 points.
Wow.
And they won. Mm-hmm. This was October 18th, 2017. Okay. How much do you think the Suns scored in this game?
78 points.
76 points.
Whoa!
Dang, you were close.
Ouch.
That's like almost a 50-point loss.
That's
a 48-point loss.
Yeah. That is called domination.
That's awful. Yeah. Someone I did not know played for the Blazers. Pat Connaughton played for the Blazers. He's now the
Weird.
Bucks
I didn't
starting
know him on the
shooting guard.
Bucks.
I only think of him on the Bucks. Mm-hmm. He had 24 off the bench, so pretty good.
For him.
The Suns shot 31.5% from the field.
Yeah.
And Eric Bledsoe led the team with 15 points. Pretty terrible game.
They just had a terrible game. That's not good.
Pretty not great.
Though I do like those Suns jerseys.
Yeah, I kind of like those. Kind of a cool mix of like their old school 70s jerseys and with a little bit of modern flair. That's the only thing that's come out decent from the Nike era of the jerseys is they just make a lot. They make so many different jerseys.
They do. Triple blacks
here with Nike socks. I see. You can't hide from me. So weird.
You can't hide from me. I wonder. Yeah, we gotta get down to that to see what kind of deal is going on because it's bugging me now. I kind of want to know if like they just allowed it or if it was.
I know. I want to check in future seasons if this is something like I'll check when we get to the 8.
Yeah.
Like, does this still happen? Because that just seems crazy that you have to wear Nike stuff.
Yeah.
That seems like the jerseys are one thing, obviously, but
right.
like your socks, like that's like.
And you've heard of like when Harden played in the Olympics, he wasn't a Nike guy, so he just covered it. You remember that?
Yeah, I didn't actually know that. I mean,
yeah,
I know Mike famously did that with the Reebok.
Mike did that.
Gear.
A lot of players did it when they show up to events that aren't the brand that they're signed under, so they'll just cover it with tape.
Yeah.
But interesting they don't do it in an NBA game. Maybe because it's not. It looks
he must be forcing him or something. I don't. Yeah, it seems weird. Like
because there has to be Adidas socks, right?
Like, I mean, like, or Adidas would send him some and be like, "Hey, wear these, please." So like,
or is
he gonna get fined? Is the team gonna get fined? Super weird situation. These triple blacks though are from a game against the Kings, February 9th, 2018, and he had 50 pointeroonies in this game.
There's a Dame. That's what more like Dame.
And he did it in less than 30 minutes too. So I think this might be the 50 in 3 quarters maybe. Yeah, he didn't play the fourth. 50?
So this is the one. Yes, this is the one. This is the one I was talking about.
Yes.
So February 2018, against the Kings, right? Yep. And 50 points in 3 quarters. 28 points in the first half.
Poof.
Whoa.
That's crazy. But that means that he got 22 points in the third quarter alone. Yeah.
Because he didn't play the fourth.
Nuts.
Yeah. Wow. Poor Kings.
And Kings are gonna king, man. I mean, they're good. They're good now, but
just break the beam.
Speaking of the Kings, just something quick I wanted to add. Since we've last recorded, the men's national team for the FIBA tournament did not medal. They lost to Canada, which
in the third place game
really wasn't too surprising to me. Canada had a great team, and I've been hearing all this discourse about how we don't have any bigs. Like, we really need bigs, especially in the FIBA game, because there's no defensive 3 in the key. So you just need a big guy to just camp out there. And everyone's like, oh, the U.S. doesn't have great bigs like AD, but when does AD play? A name that I was like, oh, this guy would be perfect for FIBA. And they played the Kings in the playoffs this year, Kevon Looney. Looney would be a perfect center. Yeah. And Lithuania did really well this year, and that's where Sabonis plays. So if there was like a rematch in the Olympics, Sabonis versus Looney, that would be fun. That would be so fun.
Good name you brought up.
I heard that on the Low Post. Shout out Low Post, my favorite basketball podcast.
Zach?
Yep.
That was actually awesome name to bring up.
Yeah,
because I heard names like Jared Allen, but I don't know how well he would do with playing with the other guys.
I think he was on one of the qualifier teams, or maybe the 2019.
No, I also saw him playing with the team that scrimmages against this team.
Yeah, so he did not make the cut for whatever reason.
So I don't know if he'd be good. But Kevon Looney would be great.
Be a great player.
If you guys are, Grant Hill,
Grant Hill,
check him out. Check him out, UCLA guy.
But anyways, just a quick aside that
for sure.
That actually would be a perfect fit.
Great name.
In this game though, where Dame had 50 in 3 quarters, he had also 1 rebound, 6 assists, 3 steals, 2 turnovers, 2 fouls, 16 of 26 from the field, and 8 of 13 from downtown.
Okay.
Mo Harkless had the next highest for the Blazers with 15.
Okay.
And Willie Cauley-Stein.
Mo Harkless. Yeah, Willie Cauley-Stein.
So those are some names right there. Led the Kings with 19. So.
Whoa.
Not great.
I remember now that you said Willie Cauley-Stein on the Kings, I can see the team.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. De'Aaron Fox out there by himself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, good for them. They're they're in the playoff. They have a playoff team now.
Yeah.
So shout out to Kings.
They pulled it together. Mm-hmm. And then I have one player who is not Damian Lillard, who wore the Dame 4s. I did read an article saying that there was 17 active players this season that were wearing Dame 4s, so I couldn't really find a lot. But
it's hard to find the pictures. I was looking.
It's always tough. That's been the tougher part about these newer shoes is that, like, not a ton of guys wear them, you know?
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense to me. But
yeah.
I thought this was cool.
Nice.
Spider.
Yeah. Fellow Adidas guy.
Fellow Nike sock wearer.
Oh, yeah. We're just missing something, I think. Anyways.
It must have been a rule.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know how Nike got that to fly, but...
Yeah.
So this was November 1st, 2017. This was Donovan Mitchell's rookie season.
Okay.
This was, I think, like 4 or 5 games in. And the Jazz ended up winning 112-103. Donovan had 28 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, and 4 fouls on 9 of 21 shooting.
Okay.
Off the bench, Rodney Hood started over him.
Damn.
So I think that would change very quickly.
Very quickly.
And this was obviously before Spider got his signature shoes because he's on his 5th shoe now. We talked about that.
Another guy that no one saw coming.
No, man. I mean, and he was decent at Kentucky or Louisville?
Louisville. 15th pick, I think.
Yeah. He was decent. I mean, high flyer. He's a little undersized still.
Undersized guard, yeah.
Yeah, because he's definitely a 2 guard. He's not a point guard. But, man, crazy. And this was
Beast.
This was a really fun year, I remember, because Ben Simmons was drafted the year before, but didn't play until this season. And so Adidas started putting out this campaign about rookie of the year, like what rookie, like the actual rookie of the year.
Yeah, like a little slight towards him, huh?
Which is funny. I saw a lot of people online didn't like it because like they're like, no, Ben Simmons is a rookie. He didn't play at all last year. Which there is something to that, but I also believe that like
you had a whole year of prep.
You had a year of being around and in the NBA. That's way different.
And
like,
with vets,
yes.
you know, and all
you got
the
to
NBA
be there.
fixings, right?
So, yeah, exactly. So
kind of cheating a little bit, yeah.
And I do believe Ben Simmons did end up winning Rookie of the Year that season. So
he did have a great year.
Yeah,
which
it'll be interesting.
Another topic for another day, but why can't he should be like that every day?
Yeah, we'll see, man. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's really seems like a confidence thing to me.
It's a big confidence thing, and it seems like it's a lot. Some other players are going through it too. Like I would put Zion under there too.
Yeah, hopefully Zion can play.
But he looks great. His offseason seemed like it's going well. So,
yeah.
Again, we'll have to see.
Dame had 33 in this game, so he led all scorers, and pretty cool to see. Another Adidas guy wearing a Dame shoe. Especially, it makes perfect sense. Like that Spider would wear it. He was, their big.
Oh yeah.
Get from that draft. So cool stuff. And then on to my favorite shoe of this crop that we're doing, and something I would maybe consider getting now. The Dame 8.
The Dame 8 is
so many nice touches on these.
The Dame 8 is probably my favorite of the collection. I think the shape, to me, they finally got right in terms of the look and having any colorway on it.
Yes,
look amazing.
The blocking on this, the color blocking on this is crazy.
Yes, and I think they just really finally got it right, along with all the little final details.
Yes.
So so this is a 2021.
Yeah, 2021 release. His most recent shoe. He has not put out a new shoe, at least not yet.
Yes, and I might say coolest name, or at least top 10 coolest name for one of his colorways of all basketball shoes. The Fourth Quarter TKO.
Yes.
What a cool name, bro.
Which goes back to what you brought up. I saw a quote from him saying he was really putting the boxing. He wanted this to reflect the mindset of a boxer.
Yeah. That's the quote. Yes.
So that's where the knockout comes in, which is so cool for him because I mean, just over the years, he's knocked people out, man. He had that one. He's knocked out the Rockets twice. PG
and the Thunder.
Yeah.
With Russ.
Crazy.
He said, this is the quote. Finally, I get to say it. This shoe is special to me because it reflects a boxer's mindset, working hard every single day, putting in the extra hours during training, and bringing the heat right down to the last second of every game. Pretty cool.
Cool mindset. Yeah.
To this, and like I said earlier, he got into boxing. There's videos of him training in the ring.
Yeah.
And and Anthony Davis does too. He kind of got a little, they got a little flack for it because of how he punches.
They're not boxers.
It's okay. He's not a boxer. Yeah. But I've noticed a lot of NBA athletes taking up training in different ways of cardio to get themselves in shape. So boxing, I thought, was an amazing way to do it because boxers are in such good shape.
Keeps you light on your feet.
Light on your feet, hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
You know, keeping you sharp, and just a good way to train, get your lungs ready.
I don't remember.
Your legs.
I feel like I might be making this up, but let me know if you've heard this before.
Yeah.
Did Kobe do some kind of like? He was. I don't know why. I feel like it was Kobe or Harden. I feel like one of them did like dance training, like to keep them light on their feet, essentially.
There was that, you know how like Kobe watched cheetahs, blah blah blah, and all that stuff to see how they kill their prey.
Yeah.
There's also that one, like I don't know if it was just made up, but like Kobe took dance classes to keep himself light on his feet and blah blah.
Right.
So and I think it's true though. I think he did take a ballet class or something.
Hey,
I wouldn't put it past him, right?
Kobe was one of those guys though that
try anything.
He went after everything to try and make himself better.
Yeah.
And like I remember, I think after they won the championship in 2009, it was either 2009 or 2010, he started working out with Hakeem Olajuwon in the off season to get his post game better, and so cool.
A lot of NBA players copied him after that too.
Why, if you were able to learn from these greats, that's what I've never understood about a lot of the big guys, particularly in LA.
Dwight.
Like you have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
and he said
at your disposal.
No, he didn't show up.
Yeah, that one really pissed me off.
That one bugged me, bro.
And I know Kareem has had a rep of being
tough,
stubborn, and kind of a hard ass, and tough to get through and reach. But I mean, he was coaching for the Lakers when we won those 2 championships. He was a special coach for Bynum, who recently I've heard more that Bynum kind of had his own team for everything. Yeah. So who knows how much he actually was working with Kareem, but still, I would be.
It's just, if it's at your disposal, you're not going to use it. You're not going to at least pick his brain.
Like if I was Joel Embiid, I would be hitting up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Always.
And Hakeem Olajuwon, especially.
All of them. It wouldn't hurt. Their own. It wouldn't hurt you, right? You know.
So this colorway is the fourth quarter TKO. Pretty cool colorway. Kind of not something you see a lot.
Reminds me of like a Nickelodeon ooze or something.
Kind of, very like electric feeling.
Right.
This next colorway, I guess, is also, they're calling it this is the Respect My Name. I guess I'm missing a color here.
Yeah, and I just wanted to piggyback on that. Maybe the 8 with the best names in this whole collection.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie, this one's a little corny to me.
Respect My Name.
Yeah,
I like that.
Just a little bit
because I like it because
people do.
I like it because people will badmouth him, right? So it's like, nah, you gotta,
See, I feel like people do respect Damian Lillard. Yeah. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just dudes in the league.
Maybe it's in my mind that because he just hasn't gone as far as we wanted.
That's true. Yeah, you do want him to go farther in the playoffs, but it's like
respect my name,
Julian. It's clearly not. It's clearly not Dame's fault that he's not making it into these deep runs.
Yes. I do love the Tiffany blue. I am one of those sneakerheads that is a sucker for the Tiffany blue.
I think.
And they just did all Tiffany blue, which is fire.
I like that there's like a little accent on the tongue here, or on the strap, I should say.
The pink,
and
or like a fuchsia,
and the inside lining.
Yeah,
I like that.
And also he features the Dalla in the back.
Yes,
which is
that's
references his rap name, which is awesome.
These are my favorite though. Dame Time, and these are the Dame Time.
Sick.
These are, even though it says the fourth quarter KO on the strap,
it's just the quote.
These are the Dame Time colorway.
I also like the touch on the Dame Time, and
I know, super cool
because it's not just the regular font. It's kind of like cheeky, which I like that. A lot of players don't really do to their shoes.
And I like the color blocking on this. This is kind of like the Portland colors, so super cool. I guess I don't have. There is one more. I'll put it up. There's one more of the fourth quarter KO.
Yeah.
That's like a gray and a blue, I think.
Okay.
So, and they look pretty
Sick.
good.
Yeah. So the technology on this, it boasts inspiration from his relentless training, routine, and boxing mentality. A lightweight Bounce Pro midsole for a light and soft underfoot, and unique traction to make all speeds feel effortless. So they did go back to kind of the Boost technology, just to get more of a, I guess more of like a reaction to his movements when he's playing the game. So kind of like
they look super comfy.
Oh my god, they look soft. Look at this, dude.
I know.
Look how big it
I know.
is.
Look at that.
But it doesn't look like a platform.
No,
it's like
that's what I like.
Right?
And that's when we first started. You had told me like, oh, I think you'll like the Air Maxes, but that's something that actually kind of bothers me with the Air Maxes is that they look big because they are big, but these they don't look like a huge shoe or anything to me. These look,
and they look light. Right?
Yeah.
Considering how big the sole is.
These are up there, I think, for me of like
for sure.
If I was gonna start
to buy one,
getting into playing basketball more.
Oh, I would definitely look into that.
This would be up there.
Adidas technology is kind of not talked about, or because Nike is just so on fire.
Yeah, I mean,
so
it's hard to beat.
They got good stuff too,
especially with the newer releases of Nike, which we covered, like the Luka 2 and the Tatum one.
It's ridiculous.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
The Dame 8s are still on sale through Adidas, though. You don't have to go to a retail or anything. They have a similar looking colorway. Yeah, a gray, black, and red. They're on sale right now, so they're normally $130. This is on sale for $98. So,
dude,
I might have to get a pair.
Where are you gonna find an amazing basketball shoe for less than $100?
Although my size is not in stock.
Oh, of course.
Whatever.
But and a real quick, just to piggyback off the price, like shoes and cheap basketball shoes, I saw, which I should have told you a long time ago. I saw there was a Greek Freak, like 4 days ago, that was on sale, $42 for a Greek Freak, dude.
That's pretty nice. Probably an ugly colorway.
No, it's nice. It's actually like, imagine this, but with just a little bit more black.
Imagine this, but Greek.
And
freakier.
And yogurt. But yeah, $42. If you
great deal. Yeah, if you guys need some shoes.
Shout out
Greece.
Shout out Greece and the sneaker account on Twitter and Instagram, Sneaker Shouts.
Yes.
For their account is amazing. They always put shoes, all kinds out with deals out on their accounts.
Yeah, definitely check them out if you guys need to get some new shoes. That's for sure.
A cool stat.
Let's hear it.
I don't know if you have this one.
You're the sneaker guy, not the stat guy.
Just call me the statty
sneaker
stepfather.
Oh, okay.
You don't have the 71? You didn't see the 71?
I got it.
Yes. Okay, I'll let you do that. Go ahead.
Hey,
you do your
stay
thing.
in your lane.
They're breaking up, guys.
So
stay in your lane. I will let you talk about that game because that's a crazy game. Yes. Crazy stats.
So this was the debut of the Dame 8. And still wearing Nike socks. So I guess that's still a thing. This was December 12th, 2021. Blazers hosting the Wolves, the play-in champion Wolves, I might add. 24 points for Dame, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 turnovers on 5 of 17 shooting. So pretty decent game. Anthony Simons led all scorers with 26 off the bench, and he's going to be kind of the face of the franchise now.
That's
him and Shaedon Sharpe.
So. That's their lead point guard now.
Yep.
With Shaedon.
I like Shaedon Sharpe a little bit more.
I do too. I like
he's got
that
a more well-rounded game.
Yeah, I think he came out of the gate kind of as a guy who might have just been a role guy, but really stepped up to
the scene, man.
Yeah, like okay, I'm one of those dudes.
Yeah. And then I do have the 71-point game.
Insane, dude.
In Portland.
Insane.
They're calling it the, I believe it's the Sakura colorway.
Which one?
His shoes that he's wearing here.
That one is the...
Yeah, the Sakura colorway.
Yes, yep.
Pretty sick. It definitely looks inspired kind of by the John Wall Cherry Blossom shoes. But obviously, I don't think they're making John Wall
Not anymore.
Shoes anymore?
I would say that's kind of like a way, because of the color. KD has a Aunt Pearl, which is always similar, pink with flowers.
So yeah, this is his career high and one of the highest scoring outputs in the history of the NBA.
Yes,
happened last year where we had how many? We had at least this 70-point game, and then Dame Spida had a 70-point game last season. Dame or D Book had 70 in 2017 or something like that.
Yes, I wanted to talk to you about that because Book's 70-point game, they were getting blown out and they just they were letting him score, as opposed to the other 70-point games and Kobe's 81. They were
competitive. Yeah,
they were trying to win the game, right? Yeah. So. Not to knock Book, sorry. You still scored 70 points, but they were allowing him to do it. Right?
I was a little, I kind of felt the same way, Celtics. Especially because it was the highest. It was the first time someone had scored at least 70 since Kobe. So I was kind of like.
But it's forced, kind of.
Yeah, you lost by 20, 30.
You're getting blown out. Yeah, exactly. So.
But this was a little. It ended up being somewhat of a blowout. It was against the Rockets, who were just terrible last year.
Yeah.
131 to 114, the Blazers won. This was February 26th of this year, actually, 2023. 71 of them thanks. 6 rebounds, 6 assists, only 2 turnovers. 22 of 38 from the field, which is insane, and then 13 of 22 from downtown, which is one shy of Clay's
13
record.
Threes,
yeah,
dude.
13 threes, dude. Another nickname we forgot. Logo Lillard.
Logo Lillard.
That is a crazy name. And
from the logo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was 14 of 14 from the field. Or from the free throw line. So he was making it from everywhere.
Just one of those nights. Good luck.
Jeremy Grant was the next highest scoring Blazer with
12.
Yeah, 13 points. And then Jalen Green didn't play in this game, just of note, because I think that would have helped.
Yeah.
Alperen Sengun led the Rockets with 17 points and 10 rebounds. He's pretty good. We'll see.
How do you feel about him next season?
I like Sengun.
They have him high up there.
But I'm not that high. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people.
Almost like a Jokic type of guy.
Yeah, saying he's going to be the next big thing. His defense. I mean, Jokic's defense is not great, but he tries.
Yeah.
Usually. Sengun, I don't see a lot of effort on defense there, man. I mean, the Rockets were terrible. Maybe Ime Udoka can turn that around. He's got a very good touch, though. Very good touch, good passer.
Yeah. I could see him being a double-double guy. Great pass. Obviously,
he's a double-double guy.
Obviously, a great passer. He can score. But I would put him somewhere between a Scola.
Yeah.
And maybe like a Jokic type of player.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big range.
Closer to Scola.
The thing with Jokic is he can score. He can score, man.
Everywhere.
He can score everywhere. And Jokic's touch is one of the craziest things I've ever seen, man.
And during the finals, up here.
He puts those little floaters up, and it's like, oh, dude, that touch on a center who's already that close to the rim and everything.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Nuts. So, yeah, Sengun, I don't think his touch is that good. I don't think his scoring ability from other places on the court is that good, but his low post game is pretty
great.
Nice.
And he shoots the 3.
Yeah, he can shoot a little bit.
So he'll develop a little bit.
So this is a close-up just because this shoe is... Whew. I like the tab, too. I like that the tab is kind of off-center. I think that's a little cool touch.
It is a cool touch. Also...
good-looking shoe, though.
I'm a sucker for pink shoes, so I love the subtlety of the pink. It's not like a heavy...
Yeah, it's not a hyper, in-your-face pink.
Yeah, like a fluorescent pink. But just a great colored shoe.
I can't tell, but is this midsole, does it transition from white to pink, or is that just a reflection?
I think it might be a reflection of the light.
Yeah.
But that would be a cool touch as well.
Touch, yeah. I have one other player in the NBA who has laced them up. I read that Kristaps Porzingis wore these. I couldn't find anything.
Maybe.
He's an Adidas guy. He seems to wear one model. I didn't really recognize it. He wears that pretty consistently, though, so I think...
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I would imagine that he would wear... Oh, newest Laker,
Christian Wood here.
Yes.
And interestingly, I saw a close-up of these, but it's a little tough to make out. This is like a USA pair.
Oh, cool.
Which I don't think Dame has played for Team USA.
He has.
Or he did. We talked about it. He played
with the Curry team.
Yeah, he played in the 2010...
Wild.
Yeah. FIBA... No, not 2010.
No, not 2010. He played...
That was D Rose, other Adidas young guy.
Do you remember when I brought up the FIBA team that played, or the World Cup team that played in like really random venues. He was on that team.
Yeah. So he was
you
on
that?
I'm reading here. He was on the 2021 exhibition team, but I don't think he ended up going to
the tournament.
Oh no, he got a gold in the 2020 Olympics.
There you go.
In Tokyo. So he did play in Tokyo.
Okay.
So that's probably what this is from.
Yeah.
Which is interesting to give to Christian Wood, who I don't think would ever be asked to be playing on Team USA.
And again,
not that he's not unskilled, but he's got a locker room issue, it seems like. And they're big on that. So. And
there's also random friendships in the NBA.
Yeah.
So like Christian Wood and Dame Lillard is random, but they could be friends.
Yeah, I actually, in the same Low Post episode I was listening to, because the news had just come out that he joined the Lakers, I heard that he's a very, very, very nice guy.
Yeah.
He just has this weird, I guess he had huge beef with Jason Kidd. I guess Jason Kidd did not want him on the team and said something.
Which caused
caused problems because Jason Kidd wanted to bring him off the bench, which I actually thought was a good idea.
Yeah, why not?
He didn't want that. And I also heard, I guess Jason Kidd at one point said, like, he put him in the closing lineup and they lost, and he said in his press conference, "See, I put him in, and this is what happens."
Dang,
not great.
Shouldn't have said it.
Not great from your coach.
Yeah. From the interviews I've seen though, since he signed with the Lakers, he seems very happy to be here, and
it's kind of like
I want to assume that he will listen to Bron and the coaches and be a part of just trying to win.
This is kind of his last chance at getting a big contract.
Yes.
I think he could be a good mid-level or role player in the league, but he must not have a great reputation because he signed for the veteran minimum.
As opposed to a big contract that he could have got. Right?
Which he was expecting to get before he ended up on the Mavericks and not getting anything picked up or,
Yeah.
So, and he right now his deal is a 1 year with a player option, and I think probably the hope is that he plays for him and his team, his agent. Yeah, he plays really well, and they can sign a big contract somewhere else.
Yep.
Because he definitely lost a lot of money by having locker room issues.
Yeah, for sure.
And he didn't play great last season.
Yeah.
Just at the end of the day.
I like the guys we have on our team, and I trust them enough to help him out.
Yeah.
To be part of a bigger picture.
He's pretty much an AD light, right? I mean, at least as far as build and skills.
Yeah.
So, not defense though. He's got
no definitely not, and
skills.
maybe not. He's maybe a little bit. He's obviously faster because
much faster. Yeah. This was December 12th, 2022.
I'm very interested because he either will do nothing or have a crazy stat line.
Good call. This was against the Thunder. The Mavs ended up winning 121-114. He had 8 points, 5 rebounds, assists, and a turnover, and 3 fouls on 3 of 9 shooting. So definitely nothing crazy. Luka went crazy. He had 38 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander also went crazy. 42 points on 14 of 23 shooting. So that dude.
Shout out Shai. One of
crazy.
I had him on my fantasy team last year, and he just exploded.
Dude.
Like he had 42 points,
all
40 points, 38 points. And nobody was really talking about him.
No.
He was I think he got like 3rd or 4th in MVP voting.
Yeah, 5th.
So there you go. Amazing, dude. And
crazy.
Just an amazing play. In the FIBA World Cup, this tournament, he was breaking dudes' ankles, scoring 30
he was
points.
Scoring at will.
He was the leader of that Canada team, dude.
Yeah.
So
Shai's gonna be a problem,
shout out,
man.
Shai, dude. He's amazing.
And then I got one more player who laced these up.
Okay.
LA legend.
Montrezl Harrell.
No. Chelsea Gray.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is the other pair that the other fourth quarter TKO. You can see it's got like a
the black
on the it's on different parts of the shoe, but on the bottom there's like kind of a teal or like aqua kind of color.
Yeah.
So that's the other color that I was missing. Cool. Cool colorway though.
It reminds me of a question and an answer, that colorway a little bit.
Yeah.
Because
I see that. Yeah.
They probably the Sparks probably got smoked in this game.
Yes, they did. 89-72.
Oh boy.
This was June 11th of last year, 2022.
Okay.
And Chelsea Gray has definitely kind of taken a back seat on the Sparks. Still a baller.
Oh, yeah.
But compared to her years in LA and even her first few years in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah.
Not just different. She just got a different role. She finished with 10 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 steals, 5 turnovers, and 3 fouls. So pretty good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a baller, man. I mean,
for sure.
WNBA playoffs just started, and the Aces are already rolling. I believe they beat the Sky last night. So yeah, 87-59, not even close. And the Sky kind of squeaked into the playoffs.
So they're just
they're happy to be there.
They're having a great time. Yeah. We've been talking about the Aces for couple episodes or so. They're just on that dominating level right now.
I don't see how they lose, and they're doing it without Candace Parker, who is at the end of her career, but still, if they could get her back, she had an ankle injury. I'm not sure that she'll be back for the playoffs at all. But,
yeah, and
you don't really need her when you got Chelsea Gray, Aja Wilson, and Kelsey Plum. So,
and and when I was in Vegas last month, the Aces stuff was all over the place. So good for them.
Yeah,
man.
Vegas has really embraced the Aces.
I love that the city took them. Yeah.
Should be cool when the NBA puts a new franchise in there as well. So
they won't have a shortage of places to play.
And then I didn't realize that the Athletics are moving to Las Vegas. I just heard that yesterday. I know it's been in the works for a while, but I didn't know.
The city just got approved for a stadium.
I hate that.
I don't like it either, but the city of Oakland deserve, or the Oakland Athletic fans deserve a team and an owner that cares.
That's true, but it's moving the team sucks.
But it does sucks.
I mean, I guess it's close enough. I know that was the thing when the Raiders moved. They're like, well, it's still pretty close.
It's like, no, but it's not.
I guess.
No.
But that's all I got.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff. Dame 8, nice shoe.
Great. The Dame. So last bit on the 8. When he scored that 71 point, like in that game.
Yeah.
Adidas did a cool thing where they made the Dame 8 $71.
That's awesome. That's very cool.
March 1st till I believe for like a week or two, they made all the Dame 8s $71.
That's awesome.
To commemorate that game. Genius idea.
Boost some sales. Yep.
Boost some sales, but also show some love to their player, man.
Yeah, man.
He's an amazing guy, which he deserves.
Stone Cold, that guy.
Yeah.
He dressed up as Stone Cold during Halloween.
He did. He wore the mask.
Funniest thing I've
the
ever
jean
seen.
shorts.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah, so cool.
He's also a huge wrestling guy. But yeah, that's Damian Lillard, guys. He was, again, one of our favorite players. Probably my favorite player in the NBA at this moment. I do love Steph and a couple other guys too, but
Kawhi used to be my favorite player.
Yeah.
But I really don't like the Clippers, so it makes it tough.
Yeah.
And I'm also just frustrated. I'm like, dude, just play.
Yeah.
You're crazy when you play. Please just play.
I mean, when he's healthy, top 3 easily.
So Dame might be my favorite player.
Yeah. So
actually, no, sorry, Giannis is my favorite player.
Giannis is amazing
Giannis.
too. Yeah. I mean, just what are you gonna do?
Corny dude. I can relate to that.
Corny dude. He's funny. Yeah, he's funny and very laid back.
Yeah.
But like also a dog when he plays.
Oh man, yeah.
So I like the combination of all that.
But yeah, Dame might be an even bigger dog because he just goes at you. He's just crazy.
And that's the reason why I like him, just because, if he in a game, if they're losing by a couple, he's like Kobe. I'm just gonna take over.
Give it to Dame. Yep.
It's time. But
that's it. 21
in the bag.
Inside of the books. That was our Thaddeus Young episode.
And KG
episode.
And Ruben Patterson. That's what I hate. So there's not really too many 21 stars that wore 21, but there are a lot of like kind of funny players that wore 21. So like, who else was the funny?
Joel Embiid is funny and a star.
Patrick Beverley wore 21. Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else was a good one. KG is probably the best I can think of.
I feel like I got one.
Who you got? There's a lot in there.
Travis Ware.
Number
21?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm going to stick with KG, bro.
All right. That's fair.
But thank you guys for watching episode 21. Please don't forget to wiggy whack that subscribe button on our YouTube.
21,
like and
21.
Like and subscribe and comment on our videos. Please follow us on our social media, Instagram, X, and TikTok. And me and the Statty Daddy will catch you guys next week for episode 22.
Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton episode?
Yes.
Yes.
Let us know what shoe you guys think we should do. We'll see what we can do. Maybe hopefully get some good stuff on your guys' favorite pairs. So yeah, let us know in the comments.
Yes. And until then, we will catch you guys next time on the Flippity Flizzop. Later, guys.
Just whack as hell with this
camera.
Okay, guys, I should have just selfied us. Guys, we had some problems.
We out, man.